Hi friends, welcome back to the Qreative Life. Now there are some inks that feel like a memory you can hold in your hand. Today we're exploring one of those inks, Okamoto Pink from Kobe Ink. It's a color that feels like the petals of a bright pink rose on a rainy day. Kobe Ink is known for creating colors that are inspired by specific places in Kobe, Japan, and Okamoto Pink reflects the charm of the Okamoto district, which is known for its quiet elegance and artistic spirit. At first glance, this is a bright, almost childlike pink, but look closer and you'll notice a dusty rose undertone, deep raspberry shading, and glints of yellow highlight that give this ink a sophisticated nuance. Today I'm going to use my TWSBI Eco. It's a medium nib and it's already loaded up with Okamoto Pink, and I'm using a Kakimori stainless steel nib with one of their smaller nib holders. And of course my trusty watercolor paintbrush. So let's start with the swatch. In the bottle, Okamoto Pink looks electric. It almost looks like a fruit punch, but as I lay it down in a thin layer, you'll see that it's a joyful blooming pink. And as the saturation builds, the color deepens into a richer rose. There's a softness here, but also dimension. It never quite becomes bold, it stays restrained and refined. And I think this is where Okamoto Pink really shines, in the shading. You get these deep raspberry variations, petal-like gradations that feel organic and alive. I'm not gonna lie, I actually bought this TWSBI just to use with this ink. I love the contrast color between the yellow and the electric pink, and I wanted a medium nib so I could see all the variations. So let's begin with doing a swatch. In the bottle, the ink looks electric, almost like a fruit punch. But as I lay down a thin layer, you're going to see that it's this joyful, blooming pink. Now let's see how it behaves with water. As I pull the ink with a damp brush, it blooms beautifully, spreading into soft gradients. There's also a transparency here that works wonderfully for watercolor style washes. You can create everything from the faintest blush to a slightly deeper rose hue, depending on how much pigment you lift. It's got range, but it's cohesive. Now for the writing sample. In a fine or medium nib, this ink appears light but still legible. It's perfect for journaling or expressive writing, and with broader nibs, the shading becomes even more pronounced. You'll see soft transitions between the pale blush and deeper rose hues. Flow is smooth and consistent, neither overly wet nor dry, and it feels controlled. The writing sample reads, "Every one of us is losing something precious to us. Lost opportunities, lost possibilities, feelings we can never get back again. That's part of what it means to be alive." It's Haruki Murakami in Kafka on the Shore. So who is Okamoto Pink for? This is definitely an ink for romantics, for journal keepers, for writers who care as much about the feeling of the page as the words themselves. It's not meant for bold signatures or high contrast notes. It's meant for moments, for quiet mornings, for letters never sent, for poems half finished. If you enjoyed this review, don't forget to subscribe for more ink explorations and creative rituals. And tell me, what's your favorite pink ink?